And so, peace once again returns to Spiral Mountain. Hey, Life for Nintendo here, and welcome back to more Let's Play Banjo-Kazooie. In the last part, we finally defeated Gruntilda, and she is now trapped underneath this boulder until further notice. In this episode, we're going to be focusing on mostly bonus content, namely the cheat codes that were hidden away in this game by the developers. Oddly enough, our first stop is Banjo's house. Now before we start, I want to bring attention to one little detail in here, and that is this painting. This is actually based on a level that was cut from the final game that later returned as a level in Donkey Kong 64 called Fungi Forest. It's a nice little detail that's like left over from the development. But anyway, if we look at this picture of bottles, I need to be closer, I guess. Well, hey, you found my secret moving picture game. Complete this puzzle and you can win a mystery prize. It better be good, Soil Brain. Do I get some new moves? Maybe. Now watch this. Now for some of you this may look familiar, and that's because this is control stick, move Banjo's hand, press A to pick up and put down pieces, B to return them to the side, or to the left and right C buttons to rotate them. Anyway, this may look familiar to some of you because this actually returns in Banjo-Tooie. It's nice, like, this is actually like a sneak peek of something that will become a major part of Banjo-Tooie. It's like, I didn't find this until like years after Banjo-Tooie came out, so to go back and find this, like, and like realize that, you know, something like this is hidden away that becomes a pivotal part of the next game is pretty mind-blowing. Of course, I couldn't imagine what it would have been like, you know, finding this before Banjo-Tooie came out and then playing it. And you're like, oh my god, this is amazing. Hey, you did it! It was easy, Beetle Breath. What do we win? Listen carefully and I'll tell you. Use the tiles on the floor of the sandcastle and treasure trove cove to spell the word Bottles Bonus 1. Go and give it a try. There are actually multiple versions of this. This one is Boggy's house. I actually managed to find this without looking it up. You can imagine it's pretty amazing going back to a game that you thought you knew like the back of your hand and finding something like this hidden away. I mean, even though it's not really anything amazing, like all the cheat codes you get from this are purely cosmetic, as we'll see pretty soon. Let's put that there. Now, come on. Yippee, that's it. Now go and enter the word Bottles Bonus 2 on the sandcastle floor. Anyway, on the topic of Banjo-Tooie, I might do Banjo-Tooie someday, but not for a while. Oh. Yeah, this is where they start to switch things up by, like, rotating the pieces. bonus 3. Go on, give level 4 a go. Alright. I think there are 7 of these in total. Now you can start this as early as, you know, clearing Treasure Trove Cove, but in order to do these puzzles, you have to have at least unlock the level that is depicted in the photo. Oh wow, yeah. Good. Good picture. It's just solid brown. Can you please look at something that isn't the wall? There we go. Easy, huh? You can now go and see what the Warp Bottle's bonus 4 does. Yay! Hey, level 5 is waiting for you. Oh, whoop. And this is Bubble Bloop Swamp inside the turtle. Oh, I hated this minigame so much. I mean, not the puzzle minigame, the memory thing that's shown. Because my memory isn't exactly the best, so I would usually end up taking damage from this part. In fact, whenever I would get this, sometimes in the Furnace Fun portion, just to avoid taking more damage than necessary, I would just sit and wait for the timer to run out. Like, I wouldn't even attempt it. Because you only get to hear it once. Whoa, I'm impressed. Go and try Bottle's bonus 5. Come on. I didn't think anyone would do that one. Well done! Here's your last prize. It's Big Bottles bonus. I've got no more games left for you to play now. Ha! Fooled you! I've got one really special prize left. Let's see you do this one, Featherface. I'm ready, Goggles. Here we go. Yeah, this one's pretty hard because everything is pretty much the same color. And there we go. Hey, you must have cheated to do that. No way, Bug Slipper. Now hand over the special prize. Oh, very well. Enter the code Wishy-Washy Banjo for some good, clean fun. Alright, I think I'll meet you back at Treasure Trove Cove. And to the power of editing, here we are. Let's go inside. So yeah, I think there are actually a lot of cheat codes in addition to the ones that I just showed. But let's start with the ones that Bottles gave us. Look at you. To change back, just type no bonus. So yeah, this is essentially big head mode. So yeah, it's just Banjo that has a big head. Oh. So apparently for each one you have to type no bonus. You can't just switch between them. That kinda sucks. So yeah, like I said, these cheats are purely cosmetic. Do I have to leave and then re-enter? Yeah, these cheats are purely cosmetic. They don't affect the gameplay in any way. They're just there to kind of mess around with. we have big hands and feet mode. Again, only for Banjo. Wait, what? Hold on. For some reason the cheat code stopped working. Here's Bottles bonus 3. And it's Big Kazooie mode. Oh god. It's like... Oh god. It's Wiener Banjo. It's got a tiny head and a long body. It's weird. Let's see what Bottles bonus 5 does. Where's the V? What? Did I get the I? Do I have to retype it? Yeah, I do. Sorry guys, I messed up. Wait, what? Hold on, I need to reset this. Oh god, it's the same as before, but with big hands and feet. Oh, wait a minute. Crap. I typed in the wrong one. Hold on. Yeah, I kind of messed up there. So yeah, this one's basically a combination of, I think, 1 through, of like 1, 2, and 3. I believe. I think it's time to move on to the crowd favorite. I think this is the one that most people remember, for obvious reasons. Oh, that's not right. Alright, that much bad magic. Washer not as good as Bear. Don't come falling to Mumbo if can't get through all worlds. See, I think there are actually some things that this form of Banjo can't do. But yeah, you basically have all your moves, it just looks really weird. You are essentially a washing machine. So yeah, have fun with that. Now, in addition to this, there are cheat codes that actually do, where you can actually, you know, cheat. The first one, well, first of all, where's the letter? Each one of these, yeah, have to be preceded by the word cheat. You'll know you're doing it right because you'll hear a cow mooing. Alright. Now we enter the cheat. Now if you don't hear any kind of sound, that's normal. But you if you do it right, you should hear a sound at the end. Where's the M? There we go. That cheat basically gave us infinite lives. You can't really see it because it just says 3. Let's enter another one. Now, these cheats are temporary, which means each time you turn the game off, they will be disabled. So you'll have to come back here and re-enter them if you want to use them again. Where's the F? There we go. We now have infinite air. Oh, whoops. Where's the C? Oh, crap. Yeah, apparently if you start another code, you have to go back in again. I don't know why it makes a cow noise, but they just made it that way. Okay, this one should have more immediate results that you can see. There we go. We now have 99 Mumbo tokens, which is completely useless at this point. But, yeah. Yeah, if I'm pausing a lot, it means I'm basically reading these cheats off of a list. Because I can't really be bothered to memorize them. I think I might have made a mistake. But I guess we'll know soon enough. Now, if you need to know what I'm typing, I'll put an annotation up, like, detailing which cheat I'm entering and what it does. Yeah, I think I made a mistake. Crap. Can I? No, I can't. I have to actually leave. I screwed up. Oh, whoops. I don't know why I typed S. Bear with me here. Yeah, my one complaint is that these cheats have to be typed in perfectly. Why did I type the A twice? Wow, this is bad. I can't spell. English, what is it? Okay, let's see if I can do it right this time. We now have infinite eggs. Awesome. I'm having trouble remembering what I'm typing. That's infinite red feathers. There's one more. Actually, two more. But the other one's kind of pointless, since all it does is max out your health bar. It's, yeah, but we already have that. And where's the N? Yeah, obviously that should have given us unlimited gold feathers, but I I screwed it up. There we go. Now I have unlimited gold feathers. I think that's every, like, cheaty cheat that I can show off here. The next category of cheats is something that has been explored probably for the entire lifespan of this game. And that is, if I can get to it, stop and swap. Now these items were locked away within the code of this game. It was originally intended to unlock content in the sequel, Banjo-Kazooie. But, you know, people realized in order for it to work properly, you would need to be able to swap out cartridges in less than a second, which is physically impossible. So the idea was scrapped. However, with cheat codes, people can uncover these items on their own. As you can see, I've already taken the liberty of collecting them all. But the curious thing about them is, once you unlock them, or actually rather, once you collect them, they're gone forever across all save files. The only way to properly, like, get rid of them is to use a game shard to basically delete all traces of save data on your cartridge. But if you'll remember, this is one of the pictures that Mumbo showed us at the end of the game. And this is where you would find the pink egg, but I've already done that. But I'll meet you at the next stop and swap area, which should be Gobi's Valley, I think. Oh, that's weird. Yeah, I forgot that Wishy-Washy Banjo is basically immune to all hazards. That's kind of overpowered. Anyway, here we are, the site of the first stop and swap secret. Let me grab something real quick. Oh, yeah, apparently this is what Mumbo meant about Wishy-Washy Banjo not being able to get through the game properly. Apparently, you are unable to use the running shoes or the wading boots. So, in some ways, that makes the game uncompletable in this form. I guess that's why you're immune to hazards. So I gotta take the long way up. Anyway, normally this would be sealed shut, but through the use of cheat codes, we've opened it up. I believe this is where you would find the blue egg, but again, it's gone forever because I was a stupid kid and I didn't know this going in, so unfortunately I can't show it off. I can only show off where it once was. Anyway, I'll rejoin you in Freeze's Peak. Alright, here we are. This was the third location that Mumbo showed us at the end of the game. Just walk through here. Now, I want to point out something. Now, let's just get this out of the way. I want you to listen closely to the sound that plays when I go in here. That sound is actually used again in Donkey Kong 64. So it's kind of a nice little touch that I happened to notice. Yeah, this is where the ice key once was. I believe this is the only stop and swap item that was like outright visible to the player. But like, I think there were all sorts of like people with theories about how to get it, and I think most of them were wrong. But it's pretty funny that there was this collectible that was seemingly out of reach for so long, and then people just, until people found out how to basically data mine the game to find a cheat code that grants you access to it. Anyway, our next stop is Mad Monster Mansion. See you there. Alright, here we are. Now I want to point out that Mad Monster Mansion is actually the home of two stop and swap items, both of which are eggs. Oh. Can I not kill you? Why is it so hard to kill a bat? There we go. Your hitbox is really weird here. So yeah, this is a stop and swap item that doesn't really have its own dedicated location. But instead, it's like right on top of Lago's back tank. There's like two other eggs that share that trait, where they're not hidden away, but they're in plain sight, but you need to enter a cheat code to make them spawn. Next up, normally this barrel would be sealed, but thanks to the cheat code on screen, you can gain access to it. I believe this is the cyan stop and swap egg. The last one was green, by the way. So that reminds me, I should have an annotation on screen for each one of these, so you know what cheat code you need to enter to get to them. Anyway, see you in Rusty Bucket Bay. And we're back. I think for this one, you want to be on the... This is the right side of the ship. Now, this is another one that's in plain sight. It should be right here on the bed. I believe it's the red egg. Anyway, on to our final stop, Click Clock Wood. Here we are at our final destination. Now, a little thing about this one, this only appears in winter. So you need to make a note of that. You cannot get it during any other season. It's only in this one. I'm a flying washing machine. Fear me! Anyway, break the window here, go in, and if you entered the cheat code, the egg should be right here on the table, and it should be gold, I think. Now, there are a few more cheat codes I want to discuss, but first, let's go back to Treasure Trove Cove. Alright. There are a few more cheat codes that don't really give you anything per se, but they remove some in-game obstacles. But the one that baffles me the most is that there's a cheat code to unlock the level where you enter cheat codes. I'll show it on screen in an annotation, but think about this. You need to unlock Treasure Trove Cove to enter a cheat code that unlocks Treasure Trove Cove. What? Anyway, there are others. I will basically cut to each one of them and basically show the cheat on screen in an annotation. Stop this cheating, Grunty says, or your game pack I'll erase. Be warned, this is not an empty threat. If you enter any 3 of the cheat codes that I just showed you, Grunty will actually delete your game save. So you want to be very careful with these. I mean, some of these are pretty lazy, so you should be able to get by without them anyway. Just keep that in mind. Entering any 3 of those will delete your game save. Well, that seems to be every cheat that I wanted to show off. Well, not quite. I mean, yeah, that is all the cheats in the game, but there are a couple more things I want to show off. After you defeat Gruntilda, if you jump in Dingpot again, he'll actually shoot you off to the end of the game. You can just watch the ending cutscene again. If you're into that sort of thing. The other thing I wanted to show off is, well, you'll see. Prior to recording this episode, I accidentally deleted my game save. And so I had to replay through the whole game again. But during that playthrough, I did something rather interesting. I broke the game. So yeah, even though Gruntilda is trapped under a rock in Spiral Mountain, she's still here, hosting her little game show. I just walked up to Tootie, or right through her. And yeah, I broke the game. That brings me to our conclusion, where next time we will explore all the fun little ways you can break this game. See you then.